we're gonna go ahead and use this.
And who can forget the ending of In Space? I'm not gonna lie though, when I finished Monica Magica for the very first time, way back in 2011 when it first came out, the ending really did remind me of the ending to In Space.
Yeah, kind of. I can kind of get that. The problem is, though, is that when I think of the ending of In Space now, since I've watched History of Power Rangers, the first thing that comes to my mind is what Linkara did with that, and how when the Zordon wave hit the whole universe, it's all in the being remixed to Under Pressure, and it's awesome. Under Pressure.
Oh, I gotta say I did not like it when he did that.
I actually did. I thought it was cute to do that.
I like Linkara, I like what he does, but I did not like the Under Pressure mixed in there. Maybe just because I thought the score music for that moment was so good.
Could be that. And that actually brings me into our next question that people asked, which I don't know why I didn't ask this, because it would have been a perfect one. Again, this is going to have a caveat to it. Favorite mentor of a series, and Zordon can't be it.
Okay, mentor...
Are people starting to see themes here?
I get it. I get why Zordon's excluded. It's kind of the easy game.
Yeah, we're children of the we're young children, and so Zordon kind of has a special place in our hearts.
Yes,
so we can't be blacks.
Probably when Tommy did take up the reign of mentor in Dino Thunder.
And I didn't mind that. I thought that was a really great thing to do.
Yeah, I thought that was great too.
He would actually not be my favorite one, and the reason I don't like him is because they did a weird backstory with his character. It made no sense. You know, they never hinted that Tommy was ever going to get into science or anything like that. And on top of that, you kind of have to nod your head at the fact of he'd been a Power Ranger. He didn't think that what he was working on wasn't going to be used for evil. So, that would be kind of the beef I would give. My favorite mentor would probably be... It'd be a tie, because I do like Tommy in the fact that he does step up as a ranger a couple of times. Mm-hmm. Sorry, guys, I'm making sure that I'm going... Okay, now, unfortunately, before I answer this, we have to go into another counting montage. Are you ready?
Okay.
1, 2,
How many are we going?
5.
5.
3, 4, Are people starting to see a theme in this dungeon? And this is the last one we need.
5.
So yeah, that would be the tie there. Oh wait, hold on.
6. There we go.
There we go. Now we are at the top. So obviously I don't need to state this, but this is where it gets really, really difficult. And so much so that...
We're gonna heal up a little.
No, we're gonna save.
Oh, good idea.
We're gonna save right now. I know I don't... People are probably screaming at me, why don't you use the Visiphone more? This is really why, because... Holy crap, this is such a long process to save the game that I don't go into it that often. Okay, so now that we are saved, let's go ahead and go around. Now, what I was saying before, it'd be kind of a tie, because I do like the fact that Tommy became a mentor. The other one would be a callback to SPD, and it would be Anubis Doggy Kruger.
Okay.
And here's the reason why they tie. I love mentors that actually join the battle, occasionally. And I'm sorry, but that whole moment when he debuts as the Shadow Ranger was absolutely cool. That like called back to Sentai and whatever. That was awesome.
We got the Nei armor.
We did, and we actually are not... I thought it was going to be for Rolf, but nope. It is for Rudo. So let's go ahead and give that over. No? Does Rudo have it? No, he does not. So where is it? The Nei armor. Oh, there it is. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and give this over to Rudo. And Rudo, come on. Where is it? Let's see what it does to the defense points. He's 269 right now. All the way to 299.
Very nice.
So, yes, he's very well off. And here's the part you're going to love, Alex. Say it with me. Say it with me. Hit us! Oh my gosh, we got through a dungeon and we didn't have any problems!
Oh my god, it's amazing!
Ryuka! Okay, this takes us back to... Oh, takes me back to Akuba. I didn't expect that. And let's just go ahead and heal really quick and put on our translator cap.
Get our mojo back.
I actually did like a comparison that somebody gave us, is that it's basically Rolf putting on the helmet that Doc Brown has in the first Back to the Future movie.
I'm gonna read your thoughts.
Exactly, that's how he's doing. He's reading their thoughts, so that's how he knows what they're saying.
Even though that helmet didn't actually work.
Exactly. So, in the meantime, however,
time to go grind?
let me double check here, because I don't want to say that if I get that wrong. Okay, we actually need to head over to the town of Zosa first. We've got a little bit more to do, but not much. So let's just go ahead and get it done.
And let's save.
We will actually save in Zosa. Oh, no, I don't want to go screw.
Whoops. Oh good, we can just teleport.
There we go. Ha 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 ha! I fixed that. And now I'm gonna go get my technique points back. I want a refund! There we go. Normally I wouldn't care, but Ryuka and Hinas use a lot, so... Okay. People wonder why I make these mistakes. It's very simple, because I really do want to skip through a lot of the dialogue. Okay.
Press the A button too fast. Gotta talk to Nurse Joy again.
Pretty much. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and save in Zosa, and then we're gonna go ahead and take care of one other thing while I am thinking about it. Oh, weapon shop. Where is it? There's a data memory here, and I can see it.
Shop.
There it is. Say it with me. I always want to use the Taz voice for these guys. Because that's literally what it sounds like on text.
Saving. All memories and experiences saved. Going to adventure some more? I see. Well, good luck.
Yep. Let's see.
Oh,
and actually, yes, this is actually going to be it, because I just realized that next up is the pain in the butt. The one that has all the remaining Nei weapons and armor, and it's the biggest pain in the rear, and yes, we're going to want to grind for that. Hey, everybody!
Welcome
Merry
back.
Christmas and all that! Woohoo!
Even though it's February.
You can see the lights on the trees, though, right? See, there's lights. There's not spaces between the branches. Alright, welcome back to our Let's Play of Phantasy Star 2. Today, we take on the second to last final weapons areas. Okay, we take on... I like how the guy that we follow put it. It's literally called the Sanity Breaker. We're going to Ikuto. So, in the meantime, we have to make sure that we are properly prepared.
And the hardest dungeon in any RPG. Even harder than Biomalay in the original.
No. The hardest one comes later. We haven't struck the hardest yet.
Even though this guide is saying it's the hardest.
Oh yeah, it's the hardest of any RPG to date. Yes, because it's harder to get around. But thankfully, this guy actually created a very quick guide to get through with it. So we're just going to go through it, and hopefully this won't be so long, but then I have to go back to grinding, so maybe it should be longer. No! Alright, and in the meantime, we have Gunbusters. So we're once again being reminded of Hideki Anno.
Yay!
I guess. I don't know. Alex kind of knows this about me right now. Since we did the Ava 3.0 review, I went back and watched the first two. And I'm like on the fence with Anno right now. Anno's not my best friend right now. I'm just gonna point that out right now. Anno's not really my best friend. But then again, neither is Isao Takahata, so, you know.
It's just funny, I read a story recently that his wife is making a new manga, and her husband is going to appear in said manga.
Wow, that's gonna be like... That's gonna be weird. How's Anno going to appear? I hate Evangelion and all the fans who love it! People actually think I'm being really cruel to Hideki Anno. I would like to say, for the record, I think he was cruel to me first. So I'm just gonna go with the typical 10-year-old response of, well, he started it. He made it so his characters didn't make sense. But that's not why you guys came here. You guys came here to watch rabbits pull their guts back together, literally.
But it all comes back to Ava.
Actually, yeah. So you're saying rabbits putting their guts back in comes back to Ava?
That would totally be an idea for an angel.
Ew. I'm saying ew in the fact that Alex is absolutely right.
Ava 5.0, you cannot put your guts back in.
Jeez, no! Oh, jeez. Ava 5.0, there is no undo button for the beating you just took. Oh, and we have even more. Oh, and look, they're Easter colored. That's just awesome, right?
Hey, it's almost spring.
And they're straight to the point, rabbit gut. At this point, you can tell.
That's being honest.
At this point, you can tell Sega was running out of names. So, like, we're just gonna call them rabbits with guts. What's really sad too is that I've actually been watching a Let's Play of Dead Space. So this is like really creepy, but not so bad anymore.
Yeah.
Because Dead Space, holy crap, you see that all the time. Yes, for people who have been wondering, I did not take up a dry run of Dead Space. I don't think we're going to be able to do it. Yes. We have been getting it requested. We're still taking it under advisement. We have no plans for it at the given moment. Sorry.
And there's a wall. Where is that ice digger from Phantasy Star 1?
Exactly. I actually would like to know where it is. Because, holy crap, man.
Granted, it has been like a few thousand years since Phantasy Star 1.
It's only a little rusty. It's only a little rusty.
But hey, the DeLorean could survive for 100 years.
Yeah, exactly. The DeLorean can survive for 100 years. Why can't the ice digger? I don't know why they didn't put it in the game, but they didn't, and it makes no sense. I mean, you know, I like the fact that they put in the jet scooter on Motavia, but you can't bring that here. It would have been actually helpful if they had brought in the ice digger, and to my knowledge, no, they haven't. Of course you have to hit me. There we go. The aero tank is defeated. Yay! And in case people haven't gotten tired of this saying already, I think I took a wrong turn. No, we're trapped by the rabbit guts.
Oh, Amy's getting kind of low.
I love it. We have to have this power-up noise for them to, you know, they have to get the Kamehameha going. Okay, we're gonna have to fight here, but we're gonna adjust the strategy a little bit. So, I think it's the crescent gear, and then the Sleeves of Truth! Yes, we're gonna have Rolf and Amy heal themselves. But it's okay, because we have Anna doing a lot of damage to each rabbit. Ow. Ow. Nah, I'm not gonna keep this joke going. Oh, Amy. Heal, thank you. We're gonna keep this going.
With the Sleeves of Truth!
Exactly. There are so many Wonder Woman jokes to be had there.
Yes.
But I am not going to, because then we have to go into Gal Gadot, and that just depresses me.
It can't possibly be any worse than when they considered Sandra Bullock 10 years ago.
Did they consider Sandra Bullock 10 years ago?
Yeah, there's Wonder Woman...
I remember hearing, not Sandra Bullock, what's really sad is I get these two mixed up a lot, and they don't look anything like each other, but they kind of get the same roles. Pretty Woman. She was in Pretty Woman.
Julia Roberts.
Julia Roberts. I heard her.
I wouldn't be surprised if Roberts was considered too, but I do remember about 10 years ago. Yeah, it would have been about 10 years ago or so. I read about there being a Wonder Woman movie in development, and Sandra Bullock was on the consideration list. Of course, like any movie, it fell into development hell, and now we had to wait until Zack Snyder gave us Wonder Woman.
Wow, okay. That's what I think of your comment, Alex.
Yeah, he's literally choking on it.
I am literally choking on your comment. Here's what I think about your Wonder Woman. No. See, here's the thing. I don't have anything personal against Gal Gadot. I just don't think she's a good pick for the character of Wonder Woman. Why? Because her most hallmark role, and actually the role that got her considered for it, was Fast and the Furious. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I love the fact that when people go to this moment, the most epic moment of her entire part in the movie was basically taking off one of those little veils for a swimsuit and unveiling the bottom part of her bikini. Gee, you're not trying to set an image there, are you? Well, if you are, then you're going to have a ton of overprotective DC fans on your butt. Seriously, Zach, if you thought the backlash to Man of Steel was bad, wait till this happens. And I still can't stop coughing for some reason. Anyway, so now we are at Ikuto, and it's pretty straightforward as a dungeon. We have 3 pits. We just got to use them in succession. So we're going to go down the middle pit. Then we're going to go down the middle pit again. Get used to hearing that noise, Alex. You're going to hear it a lot in this one. Alright, and then we go up and right to this little chest, which we have a Laconian dagger. Okay.
A Laconian dagger.
Indeed, and nobody's going to use it. We're going to sell it, because it's actually for a lot of money. We're going to go left now. And down. But yeah, I have nothing against her, and if she bulks up and is really, really good looking as Wonder Woman, I have no issue. But she has to be able to be that. And look, a glow sword. I mean, I don't see how these things are enemies. I mean, they're sold at Walmarts everywhere. You know, they're the cheap little lightsaber knockoffs that they try to get rid of during Star Wars releases. Because nobody will buy the actual Star Wars property ones. Well, I would buy them if they weren't $30 a saber. They'd be fun.
Are you talking like those big fiberglass ones?
No, I'm talking the toy ones, the plastic ones.
I don't know. $30. I don't know. Someone
No, the fiberglass ones are like $60.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And that makes sense. They're fiberglass. They're more of like a hero sword quality. They're kind of like the Lord of the Rings hero swords, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Alright, we are going to be using the Sleeves of Truth! And we're going to keep going here. But yeah, I don't have any... For the people who are going to be coming out in droves, if she bulks up and she's really good looking as Wonder Woman, great. I just don't have faith for it right now. They have not instilled any kind of faith for me. Whereas Dwayne Johnson as Jon Stewart, maybe that'll work. You didn't know that?
No.
No, Dwayne Johnson is hinting that he is going to be the Green Lantern Jon Stewart in Justice League.
Wow.
He doesn't look a thing like Jon Stewart, but they're going to make it work.
I know The Rock was a wrestler, but I don't really see him in tights.
Well, and here's the thing. He hasn't wrestled in a long time, so he is not as cut and trim as he has been in the past.
Mm-hmm.
He has not... He's lost a little bit of that, so he's not going to look the greatest. Sorry, it has to be said, guys. He's not going to be trim and cut. He might bulk up for it, but here's the thing. He's going to be in tight spandex for a majority of the time. Alright, and this is a pulse cannon. We actually already have one, so we don't care. And Alex is kind of giving me that look of, why did we go and get it then?
Yes.
It's going to waste our inventory, mainly to sell it. Because believe it or not, we're going to be paying out a lot of money near the end of the game.
Or life savings, pretty much.
Not only that, but we're gonna be pulling out Sheer from the closet, dusting her off, and actually using her a little bit too. because we're gonna, you know, get the whole 5-finger discount on a couple of those items. And of course, the Miso Soup Man has returned! And for some reason, I am loving having Amy heal herself. Not that I'm disagreeing with this concept. She should probably be healing herself endlessly, but, yeah, we're trying to get through this place as quick as possible. Are you getting tired of this music yet?
A little bit.
We've heard this music for like the last 3 dungeons, and we got one more before we're done with it.
You know, early video games had much more limited soundtracks.
Pretty much, pretty much. Ah! Come on. So while we are actually making our way over, I did want to discuss one thing with you, and it's going to be kind of a repeat of last time, where we were talking a lot of Nintendo announcements, but they just recently had their first Nintendo Direct of the year, and I wanted to get your feeling on some of the announcements there. First of all, Pokemon number 719 to be released as downloadable content. I think it was Diancie?
Right.
I don't remember her types. I think she's Fairy and Fire or something like that.
Oh, interesting.
The one actually I found interesting was another DLC Pokemon has been announced, and it's going to be Fire and Water types.
Cool.
So I love the Screw Attack, or what Screw Attack had to say that. This is basically going to be a Pokemon that's constantly in pain. Because it's constantly allergic to itself. The other announcement was we got fighter number 24, I think. Little Mac now joins the fray. I didn't even notice this. He is the most asked for in this Smash Bros. Incarnation. And Nintendo delivered and gave us... they gave us Little Mac.
Mm-hmm.
So what are your takes on that, being that you are a Smash Bros. Fan?
Okay, cool new Pokemon. Right, we've forever just had, like, Jigglypuff and Mewtwo and Pikachu, so I think it's nice to have some new Pokemon in the fray.
Mm-hmm. And then for Little Mac?
I have no idea who Little Mac is.
Really? Oh, that's right. You didn't have an NES. Little Mac is from... Have you ever heard of the game Mike Tyson's Punch-Out?
Yes.
Okay. Little Mac is the protagonist character from those games. He was in the Wii remake, which does not have Mike Tyson, strangely enough. That's like the biggest piece of news that ever came out of that, is that Mike Tyson was not in the Wii game. And they also did a Punch-Out 2 for Nintendo. He wasn't in that either.
Wow.
Because around that time was when Mike Tyson was going through all of his, jail stuff.
Right.
So, obviously Nintendo didn't want him anymore. So yeah, that's where Little Mac is from. I did like the idea of his final smash where either he just, like, unleashes this big combo, or Doc Lewis comes out and joins him and, like, coaches him through the beating, so to speak. Alright, now, we just took a couple of dozen pits. There's a reason we did that. Don't worry. We actually want to be at the bottom. And then we just go up to the stairs. See, I know what I'm doing, Alex. Okay, now we're going to go back to the first floor again. Now we just got to do this again. Do you remember the counting gag we may be doing in a while?
Okay.
Alright. Uh-oh. I think I may have actually gotten myself... Oh, here we go. So this basically just takes us all the way back up. So...
Are we ready
now, now we are going to go back down the middle pit again. Yes, we're ready. Our body is ready. Alright. The other big announcement that came out was Mario Kart 8 just got a whole slew of new characters. Because the Koopa Kids have joined the fray, they are now going to be in the Mario Kart games.
Cool.
So that's already, like, 8 characters right there. I'm not disappointed by this, because I like having an expanded roster for Mario Kart. I just at some point would like to see them do what, like, Sega All-Stars Racers did and put in more characters from other Nintendo franchises. Like, for example, you could totally put Captain Falcon in Mario Kart. You can even have him screaming Falcon Punch. I don't care. I don't know why they don't do this, but they don't, and it actually irritates me a little bit.
Yeah, they really should follow the Sega